Yeah, 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 yeah.
I want to bring Lady J to the stage. Lady J.
What is up, family? Oh, hey, sis. What up, bro? Listen, I'm just gonna jump right into it because I'm super excited about today's topic, which is the broke, bold saint. Come on, we all know them. They show up to these restaurants after church on Sunday and they bold, they so happy, and they in the server's face and they asking for everything extra and they don't leave a tip. They just out here eating and just leaving, okay? We talking about those saints. We talking about the saints who just went and purchased a new Mercedes Benz, but then they come to church like, who can wash my car and clean out the inside? And who can make me this flyer for the free 99? We talking about they bold. They don't mind asking, okay? We talking about the bold, broke saint. We're talking about the saints that will call you at 12 o'clock midnight for prayer. We're talking about the saints who call you at 2 o'clock in the morning just to give you a praise report. We're talking about the saint who will ask you for your devotional that you just came out with. They will ask you for, all the resources, and then they say thank you and walk away like thank you is payment. Sir or ma'am, I can't pay my bills with your thank you. Sir or ma'am, hello, I got a family to feed. You are a bold, broke saint. And listen, no shots, really. Lady J is not throwing any shade when I say this. Don't take it personal. Don't be like, ooh, I've done that. I've called her and I've done so much and I haven't asked her. I mean, don't feel bad. I'm not talking about you. Just cash at me. It's the $, Love Janelle, LOVEJANELLE. No, I mean, don't feel bad. Just go ahead and cash at me, okay? Because thank you doesn't translate into dollars. And I heard this one girl say, I know that I'm like really geeked about this because I think it's very funny because it's so true. But I heard this girl one time and she said, if you truly believe in my ministry, thank me with $. If you truly want to support me with $. If I've really been a blessing to you, sis, and I'm so glad because it's definitely about the ministry and the heart of ministry. But if I've truly blessed you exponentially, like you eloquently articulate, thank me with $. And I'm saying this because y'all, for real, it's really difficult being in ministry and working in ministry because people really feel like you should do it for free. And I just need help to understand, how and why. Like, there's so many examples in scripture where people get paid for their gifts. People get paid for their work. And if you think that you working at, you working in the field or you working in Taco Bell or you being a lawyer working, if you think that deserves $, but you don't think my prayers and my worksheets that you use and my conferences, and you don't think all the resourcing that, as ministers do, preparation, when you come to church on Sunday, you get the preaching and, you get the word from people who have spent hours studying, developing, and publishing. Hours. We're talking about hours. Probably more hours than your 9 to 5. Probably more hours than your 3 to 5 shift at the mall. We probably put in more hours in ministry. And we're held accountable for when we don't produce. So listen, y'all probably like, y'all don't even have a boss. Oh, we have a boss. We do. And God, he don't be playing. He does not let up. He has an expectation of us. But either way, we put all of this time, effort, and money, because yes, I spend a lot of money on saints. And not that I complain, but it's difficult when I'm spending money on giving you inspiration, when I'm spending money on giving you resources and tools and techniques that I've spent hours studying and preparing and polishing and producing and publishing and doing all of these things for you, and then you just hit me with, oh, thanks. My son, when the lights are off in my house, he can't really translate that into thank you. And my husband, who is trying to make ends meet on his own, but sometimes he has to say, hey, listen, babe, like the food we have in the refrigerator is the food that we have in the refrigerator until I get paid, because we don't got no money. That thank you really doesn't translate in paying my bills and providing for my family. And I love y'all, but people in ministry need to know that it's okay to be compensated for your work. It's not compensation for your gift, it's compensation for your work, because even God says your gifts will make room for you. But if everybody who you bless hits you with your gifts are gonna make room for you, that's not gonna make room for you, sis. Like, people who say that but don't sow a seed, people who say that but don't pay you for your services, people who say that, who are here all the time for anything you have for free, but the second you're like, hey, I'm gonna charge for this, they're like, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your turnout. I'm praying that God give you 100-fold. You know, I'm just touching and agreeing that you're gonna get all the registration. You know, it's gonna be sold out. It's funny because just like you're praying for me and you're proclaiming and prophesying that other people are gonna show up, the other people are doing the same thing. So y'all, stop being the broke, bold saints, please. Again, no shots at no one. These are not shots, but these are realities. And I want to put this out here for ministry people and creatives and just anyone really, because even on your job, if y'all are underpaid, undervalued, overbooked, and you know, just overly stressed, you got to reconsider your position, because God tells you that you're more than conquerors and he will provide. And God tells you that, you know, don't bury your talents, because he'll take them and give them to someone else who will grind. So God absolutely has an expectation for people in ministry or just people on your job in general. But at the same time, he doesn't expect for you to go without compensation, and he doesn't expect for you to be, you know, overlooked. And so I just want to encourage you that in order for other people to stop overlooking you, in order for other people to stop undervaluing you, you first have to be the first. You first have to be the person that says, I have value, my value deserves compensation, and I'm not going to take your pennies anymore. So it has to start from within. And trust me when I say that I'm learning this in myself. I am literally preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself. I'm looking at myself right now, and because I'm telling myself, like, Janelle, you deserve more. You are worth more, and your product is good. People have been blessed. Their lives have been changed exponentially, and you deserve to be compensated for that. So for you out there who has not been receiving what you deserve, take a stance and pay yourself. You know, if you got to be your first client, pay yourself. Work and then pay yourself for the product that you produce, and take your own course, take your own class, and acknowledge the fact that, yo, I'm good at what I do, and my results that I yield deserve a client who is willing to pay for this as an investment for their benefit. So I love y'all. If you are the broke, bold saint, it's okay. Like, just acknowledge it and change. Just acknowledge it and change, because you're the reason why when I go to restaurants dressed up in my church gear that they give me bad service, because they're church folks. They're not gonna tip anyway. Okay? I want good service. Help me out. Peace out. Subscribe and make sure you jump in on the conversation tomorrow for Friday Faith Talk. I want to know what y'all have to say about these broke saints. Okay? Jump in on Facebook tomorrow. I can't wait to see you. Peace out.